Hey, it's day 170 of Hey, What Are You Doing Today? Day 170, it's also October 1st. It's also friggin' cold, man. It's like this cold rain came through. We got a threat of a hurricane coming up the East Coast, which uh, just gonna be a couple days of this this uh, this this cold, miserable drizzle and some finished off by some intense storms at the end. So it should be an interesting week. But kind of cool. Day 170, nice round number. October 1st, in the beginning of a month. And I feel like September there. I just went through this lag period, and all of a sudden today it was just like total reboost, just totally fired back up, totally back into it, which is just a great feeling. It's I don't know what the psychological trip is or was, or when we as people go through those little things that kind of lose focus or lose motivation. What is the trigger that gets us back on our path? And it may just be something as simple as you know um, the 1st of October. As silly as that sounds, or day 170, because it's a nice even round number to go through. Coming up pretty close to halfway, and man, what an awesome point to be fired back up. I got on the scale today, and I've been off on eating a little bit. I haven't really been My runs haven't been super intense. They've been runs, I don't want to make a light of them. But nothing intense, nothing where my speed is higher or my distance is longer, or any of those kind of things, hills, or but so anyway, it's I thought there would have been a big backtrack, and I got on the scale today, and I'm like 196. I'm like, shoot, I'm still at a great point, and what a great point to get fired up, and to make a decision to really do something. Now at 196, and seeing the progress, and initial, like I mentioned, a goal that in my head I didn't think was really attainable, is now just that close. 175. I mean, I feel so good at 196, even though I'm not 100% comfortable. I'm not, not still feel some fat around the belly, those kind of things, but so close to where I could be 175. I mean, how much quicker will I feel then? How much more free will I feel? Those kind of things. So, but I also was thinking about, I think about school. I think about when I was growing up, and going through the public school system. And I've heard this before, where if you don't feel like you're being challenged, you just you kind of lose interest, and that's a lot of what I went through. It was so easy to maintain a C or a B without really putting out any effort, and nobody really explain to me what the reason for learning was. It was just something that was kind of forced upon me as a kid, and there was no real direction given to me. I'm not saying anything, not judging anybody by that. It was just kind of the way things were. I was told to study and work hard, but nobody ever explained why. I don't know why. Nobody talked about goals. Nobody talked about ethics. Nobody talked about morals. All this education that you go through just is kind of a rote memorizing of information, and at some point it kind of seems useless, and there's just no, for me, and speaking about me, it could be different. I'm sure it's different for a lot of people, but my experience was just kind of this mundane, monotonous memorization, and study for a test, learn something for a day, and then see how you do on the test, kind of thing. But I think about that now. If I would have known, now what I knew then, if I would have actually applied myself, and actually, had strived for something, would be so much different. And I think about that now. If I would have worked hard, and here I am, I'm on this little quest, and am I really working as hard as I possibly could? And the answer is no. I'm working very hard. There's no doubt about it. I don't want to make light of it. But am I working, as hard as I possibly could? No. Am I letting some things slide, and am I being a little slack with a couple things? Yes, absolutely. So October 1st. I mean, why not really just buckle down, make this the hardest month the hardest month I'll work yet. You know, really just invest myself just 100%, just go all out, and really, you know, just pay attention to everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm learning, everything that I've taken in from this point, and really putting it in action. And there, you know, there's so many great things, you know, great pieces of information that I've picked up that, as I mentioned, it's me overcoming myself in some regards, which again isn't something I was anticipating along this journey, but I can feel that, you know, I'm slowly being able to do that. I'm slowly being able to actually overcome and outgrow myself. And you know, I heard today, you know, an interesting line that the word character actually comes from, I believe it's Greek. Don't hold me to any of these quotes, but the Greek word for chisel, as in, you know, the way to get into character is just to chisel away all the unnecessary, worthless pieces until you have the character, and that's pretty huge. I mean, I see my weaknesses, I see my flaws in my character, and I'm slowly starting to learn what I need to do to develop those things, and you know, and just like in my my health and my diet and my running and, you know, my the little bit of weightlifting I've been doing, or push-ups, those kind of things. I see my flaws, and, you know, I can let myself cheat during push-ups. You know, I can do it. I know I'm cheating. You know, I can't lie to myself. I know I'm cheating when I am cheating. And is it would I rather get would I rather cheat and get more numbers? Would I rather cheat and get higher reps, or would I rather have perfect form and, you know, and do them right and get the full benefit of it? So you know, it's those kind of things too. So so I really want to make this month, you know, the month where I go, you know, above and beyond, really push myself, and, you know, hopefully at the end of this month see that 175. I mean, 20 pounds, 20 hard pounds. I mean, these are the, you know, the easy pounds are the ones when I have a lot of fat, you know, a lot of weight that I can drop. But to go from 196 to 175, these are going to be the grinded out kind of pounds. I really need to pay attention to my diet. I need to stay on that. I can't have any slip off days. I need to, you know, there's so many little things that I need to do. Also, you know, I brought up that I want to try to create a crunch time for starting a small business, and kind of force myself into learning what I really need to do to start a small business. I've been kind of taken along this path where before somehow before I was ready to start a business, I needed to do a lot of work on myself, which you know, I wasn't expecting. But I'm very grateful that this took me down this path, and took me through these experiences that I need to experience. And again, that's the ether. I mean, that's really what it is. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm coming more and more in touch with that, more and more in contact with that, that spirit, that entity. You know, there's no word for it. You know, it's like the Tao, but it's not the Tao, because the Tao doesn't have a name, kind of thing. It just is. It's something that's there. It's undeniable, and it's giving me everything I need, just as I need it. And it's simply a perfect unfolding. You know, but it's up to me too. You know, how strong am I? You know, if I really want to see, you know, after another 6 months, some huge response. I mean, I can't say I'm totally overwhelmed with my progress, and I can't say that I'm totally excited about my progress. In my mind, I have this weird little voice that tells me so many people could have done this so much quicker and so much easier, and, you know, and it would have been way beyond you. But you know, this is my journey. When it comes down to it, it's that weird little conversation going on there, that I feel like, you know, stopping every day and recording this. Someone may pick it up and look at it and be like, well, you didn't do what you did. I would do in 2 weeks. And I'm not at that level, and it's okay. You know, it's obviously I'm struggling with it a little bit psychologically, but you know, it's just one of those things. So anyway, you know, it's day 170. It's the beginning of a new month. It almost feels like the beginning of a new quest. It almost feels like day one. Oh man, I remember day one. That was just, I don't even know mean, I guess I remember where it came from, what was going on, but day one I had a lot of doubt, and I mean, after all this, I still have doubt about the business, you know, but I'm so confident in where I'm going with, you know, physically and mentally and spiritually and emotionally. I mean, it's that journey is something that has started, and I don't see an end to it. I just see just a constant progress, which is really cool. You know, the business is still in doubt because I haven't really learned much. I haven't really studied much. I haven't really done much with business. I got so wrapped up in this other side of things, but now it's kind of coming back, and it's a good timing. You know, in the end it'll be 6 months invested into perfecting myself and strengthening myself and getting myself ready, and then it's going to be, you know, 6 months of really getting the business going, and then breaking off on my own. So that's the plan, Stan. I'm sticking with it. So that's day 170. Hey, what are you doing today? Thanks.